Good evening, world. It's 5 o'clock, coming at 6. Hope you guys enjoy my show I made earlier this morning. I decided to make another video. Yeah, I still have a bit of a headache, man. My head hurts a little bit, yeah. I feel a tiny little bit cold and feverish. Not feverish, but like, you know when you feel a bit like weak? Yeah. Yeah, that's why I didn't work today, man. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy my show I made earlier this morning. Hope you guys enjoy. I made a 2-hour show. This video might be maybe an hour and I'm done. I don't have the energy to talk for 2 hours again, but I'll talk for an hour. There's nothing to watch. No, Last of Us Season 2, I'm going to watch that. I don't feel like watching it right now. But I'll eventually watch it. Probably tomorrow I might tune in. I'll watch episode 1 on Crave, right? I don't have HBO Max, but Crave has licensing rights to play a lot of HBO Max shows. Like they have Game of Thrones, they have Penguin, they have Last of Us, yeah. So I watch it because on my Chromecast I don't have HBO Max. I have a Crave account, but Crave they have licensing rights to play to play some HBO Max shows and movies, right? HBO Max shows. Yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my show I made earlier this morning. Alright, that was a sick video, I know. Sorry guys, I feel a little bit off because I have a little bit of a headache, man. Yeah. And my head hurts a little bit. Yeah. So I have Xanus will be the best movie ever made. Yeah, it will be, man. Xanus will be the best movie ever made. You guys will see what I mean when you read my book. There's a reason why Peter Jackson and Mel Gibson are around wanting to get their hands on my story. Because I wrote a masterpiece. Yeah. There's a reason why the Gates want to control your brand, Ivan. They know how good it is, but I have the keys to the game. I have to sell them. I can hold my own door, hence what? That money off the book is for me, VJ. It's not for you. Sarah. I know, Ivan, you hate the keys because everyone can read your mind and people hate on you with the keys. And you have anxiety, but just know that God gave you these keys for a reason because the situation is so serious. The Gates locked everything on you, man. Everything around him was locked on me. If I didn't have the keys, I uploaded videos on YouTube. You guys wouldn't know about it. I'll have to sell to the Gates for them to open the door for me, and they would end up duping me and taking out my money. That's why God gave me the keys so I can open my own door easily. Even though I have no views on my channel, because I have the keys, you guys know about my videos. The whole world's watching. It's easy money. It's power, man. That's why I give you the keys, Ivan, to the kingdom. That way you can get your freedom with your wife. And you and PJ can control your own money. Some Sarah? Yeah, and that's why Victoria Justice cries to me, man. Because she knows she got duped by the Gates. VJ can't stand Hollywood, man. VJ's a dirty slave in Hollywood. Yeah, well, VJ's not free in Hollywood. She's a dirty slave, whereas I have my freedom. And even though I'm poor, VJ envies the fact that I'm free. Yeah, I have my freedom. I may be poor, but I have my freedom right now. And I wrote my amazing book, which is billions for me. I don't have to sell to the Gates. And VJ knows she's in Hollywood and she got duped by the Gates. That's why she cries to me, because she wants me to get her out of Hollywood. Because VJ knows I could, if I don't save her, she'll be left behind in Hollywood with a shitty career. See, hell, that's why she cries she annoys my sleep every night. I told you I ignore her because VJ is a bitch. She's a cheating whore. I heard her moaning earlier. Yeah, VJ, you're gonna keep fucking guys on my back. I'm not gonna listen to you when you cry to me, man. I'm gonna ignore you and I'm gonna sleep. Because you're being a bitch. You're being a selfish bitch, man. I'm with you, VJ, man, but you're being a selfish bitch, man. Whereby you want to cry to me and say you love me. Hopefully, I saves me, and after that, you go text the guys and fuck them after that because you're fucking fucked up in the head, man. I know what the fuck is wrong with VJ's mind. She's a crazy woman. Yeah, man. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with that woman's mind. You cry all night long and say you love me with heavy tears, and after that, you go fuck guys after that, man. Like, I don't understand your logic. You're fucking crazy, man. And that's why I ignore you. I can't take you seriously, man. And it pisses her off. Yeah, I cry to Ivan every night. He just ignores me and sleeps. Yes. I close my eyes and I sleep. I ignore you because I can't take you seriously, man. You're gonna fuck eyes after you cry every day to me because you're fucking crazy. Yeah, you want your full cake. You're a crazy woman. Yeah, man. And when I get a girlfriend and I pay the fee, you're freaking out after what you did to me, and you're fucking guys while you pay the fee. Yeah, she's fucking crazy. Why I pay the fee? Her praise. Hopefully Ivan doesn't mess up when I pay the fee. When you know I'm gonna mess up when I pay the fee, BJ. And yeah, I know you're stupid and you keep fucking many guys on my back. I'm gonna be stupid too when I pay the fee. I'm not gonna what? There's no point in me being faithful when I pay the fee. I already banged this shit. I might as well be stupid too, just like you're stupid. She's like, fuck you, Ivan. Yeah, I know. You want to be a bitch, I'm going to be an asshole too, man. There you go. I don't want to pay the fee, but if you think for 1 second when I pay the fee and the woman to hit me, I'm going to, like, repel them and everything. You got nothing coming, man. You keep fucking all these guys. I might as well hang out with the chicks too, man, if you want to be a bitch like that, right, BJ? Yeah, there you go. Oh, see, man, I will mess up when I pay the fee. There's no way I'm not going to mess up. I'm going to mess up when I pay the fee. These are catty women, man. I'm now a sex addict, yeah. Yeah. You're God, VJ, and you fucked up badly in Hollywood. So me as God, I'm also going to fuck up a little bit. I'm not going to fuck up as bad as you. There's no way I'm not going to mess up when I pay the fee, man. A catty woman. They're all going to come after me. Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. Yeah. I guarantee you, all you guys are. Even though I make all these videos, even though Ivan acts brave and everything, once the moment hits, will Ivan be brave enough to actually die? And I'm brave enough, and I actually choose to die. Yeah, I know dying is scary, but I'd rather go through that horde and wiggle only and have the gates do me, man. I'm not gonna have the gates destroy my life and steal my money, man. No way. I don't want to be in Hollywood. I want nothing to do with the Hollywood system. I want to start my own skyscraper company with VJ. Independent Hollywood system. I want nothing to do with the Hollywood system. And what? And I want to get Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson, all the Hollywood actors, out of the Hollywood system. And they work for me. I don't want to be a part of the Hollywood system. No way. A part of that system. Are you crazy? No. I want to be out of the Hollywood system. Independent from the Hollywood system. Yeah. And now that I installed the gates, I made, I don't know, my $15 billion off the book. I now have enough money to start Skyscraper Entertainment. I can fund my movie for $1 million more than Hollywood. And I can get Peter Jackson out of the Hollywood system. Get all the Hollywood actors like John Boyega, Jimo Hansu, Yvonne George out of the Hollywood system. Carl Urban out of the Hollywood system. They work for me. Yeah. Get them all in the Hollywood system. The actors who were chosen right now. Was Xanus. And Peter too, and Mel Gibson. Get them out of the Hollywood system. Save their ass, yeah. Some Sarah? Yeah. Sorry, guys. I have a bit of a headache. My head hurts a little bit. So, yeah. 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 Zane's more popular than Harry Potter, guys. More popular than Harry Potter. Yeah, man. More popular than Harry Potter. Harry Potter was very popular. The Harry Potter brand is worth $25 billion. Whereas the Lord of the Rings brand is worth less than the Harry Potter brand, I believe, right? Harry Potter brand is worth $25 billion. The Lord of the Rings brand is worth. Yeah, the Lord of the Rings brand is only worth $10 to $15 billion. Whereas Harry Potter is bigger. Harry Potter is worth $25 billion. Harry Potter is obviously a bigger IP than Lord of the Rings. As the Harry Potter movies did more money than Lord of the Rings movies. Yeah. Like the Philosopher's Stone beat Fellowship of the Ring. Yeah. Harry Potter is a bigger franchise than Lord of the Rings, obviously. There's more people like Harry Potter than Lord of the Rings. I like Lord of the Rings more than Harry Potter, but a lot of fans like Harry Potter too, obviously. Yeah. Well, Zanes will beat that. Yeah. I don't know. My book alone will do like, I don't know, 30 billion in sales for my book alone. And then the movie will do another, maybe, I don't know. The movie might do another 16 billion in sales. The merch might do another, maybe, I don't know, 12 billion in sales. Yeah, the Zane's brand is huge. 50, 60 billion dollar brand in sales. I mean, crazy. 70, 80 billion dollar brand in sales. The entire sales for my book, movie, merch, and game is like 70, 80, 90, even 100 billion sales. I mean, crazy. Maybe 70 billion. Zane's is like a 70 billion dollar brand. It's huge. Yeah, that's why the gates will control it, obviously. Because you're thinking of the bigger picture. Yeah, even though Ivan will make, I don't know, it's 15 billion off the book, with those billions and not control of the brand, he can now um, start his own film studio, and he owns the film rights. He owns the merchandise rights. He owns the game rights. All that money goes to him and VJ. And they do the math. My brand is huge. They want to control that. They're greedy, obviously. Greedy pigs. So, Sarah? They want to control that. Even though all the money in the world goes to them and they make their trillions every year. They're greedy pigs, man. Yeah, man. And gatekeepers. Greedy animals. No, man. That money's for me. VJ, it's not for you. You're not touching a dime of money, man. Zero. I have the keys not to sell to you, Sarah. Yeah. Even Peter Jackson might tell me, "Oh, Ivan, you made the right choice." Ivan, man, you're brave, man. You didn't sell to the gates, man. You're brave. You didn't sell to the boss, huh? Ivan, you're brave, man. Ivan, you made the right choice, man. Not buying to the gates, man. They would have duked you, man. You have no idea how rich you and VH's family are, man. They're the gatekeepers. They own all the money in the world goes to them, Ivan. Yeah, they have trillions. Yeah. They're worth their hundreds of trillions, and they have like I don't know, they're 80, 100, 150 trillion in the bank. Ivan, they're fucking rich. They would have duped you, man, if you saw in Hollywood, and they would have taken all your billions and given you Reese's the peanuts, man. You made the right choice, Ivan. You're brave, man. Holy shit, man! You chose to die instead of bound them, man. You're brave, Ivan. But you made the right choice. Now you own the rights to your book, and now all the film all the movie money, your movie money and your game money and your merch money all goes to you and Vijay, Ivan. And now you got me out of the Hollywood system, Ivan. And you have full creative control with me, yeah. Me and Peter get full creative control with VJ, yeah. We have full creative control for our movie. We don't have to worry about you don't have to worry about the Hollywood executives touching your story, Ivan, and perhaps reading your story, yeah. People tell me that. I get full creative control for my movie. Yeah, the Hollywood execs don't touch my story. Because I'm scared if the Hollywood executives touch my story, they could perhaps ruin it. They would make a law. What if we did this for Aratat? And they would make Aratat a PG-13 wolf, Hollywood, if they adapted my story. If Hollywood adapted my story, they'd make Xanus PG-13, they wouldn't make it rated R. Because the Hollywood executives know that PG-13 movies make more money because they're more family friendly. Whereas rated R is only for the adults, the movie will make less money, obviously. Unless I'm in the movie, obviously, that's a different story, obviously. Yeah. Yeah. Peter might tell me that. I highly doubt he will, but he might perhaps tell me that. You made the right choice not selling, man. You know what I'm saying? Now you have your freedom and you control your money for your movie and your merch, your game. Yeah, tell me that. I can easily pay Peter more. Yeah. Way more than what he makes in Hollywood, right? Yeah. Because I know my merch, movie, and game will do billions in profit, I can easily give Peter a nice piece of the pie. I'm still taking the majority of the money, but I'm giving Peter a nice piece of it. 200 million for the merch profits, 200 million for the game profits, and the rich 700 million of the movie profits. Yeah, and 85 billion. That's like a 1.1 billion deal for Peter and his Canadian money, which is 1.4 billion in his New Zealand money. It's a massive contract for Peter. He's walking with like $700 million in his bank. Peter Jackson's a good deal for him. See, Mel Gibson's walking away with like I don't know, 100 something in his bank. After he does Xanus, if I choose Mel, they all sign massive deals. Obviously, Mel Gibson and Peter Jackson. So, Sarah? Yeah. And that's why you need to give Peter Jackson, Ivan, time to prep for the movie. Give him 3 years of pre-production. That way he's prepped. Peter's like, yeah, if you want to pull off building all these huge sets, you got to give the crewman time. Yeah. And that's why I'm going to have some of the, I'm going to have the, the clothing designers write a workshop, and the extra crewmen will begin work early second year. You have to give them time. You got to give them like 2 years to create all that clothing, costume, and the masks. You got to give them time. They got to work 7 days a week. You need a big like 100 team for that. A 100 like clothing crew team, and a 100 like wedded workshop team to work for your movie. That way you pull it off. And co-write the script with Peter. That way you and Peter have the same vision, and Peter now has an idea of what he wants, what he's thinking of for the movie. I tell him my ideas, he tells me his ideas. Fran gives her input, Molitor gives her input. We do the contours, we know what the world looks like, all the lands, what the demonic characters are like, and Peter now has a better picture for the story. and Peter takes his notes to get him all Toro. Fran helps him out in the hotel after we work, when he goes to his hotel room. And I show Peter I help Peter out, like showing him Prince of Egypt. I give him ideas, that way you help Peter out, and he's prepped. When production starts, Peter is not lost, he's prepped like he was for Lord of the Rings. Like for Lord of the Rings, when you watch behind the scenes, Peter was fully prepped, man. He was prepped, he knew what to do for every scene. He was prepped, Peter, because he had like, Lord of the Rings, they also did like 3 years. They did like 3 years of pre-production for Lord of the Rings too, yeah. Well, if you're including when Peter tried to get the rights, that's like 4.5 years of pre-production. But it really started when the movie was officially greenlit, when New Line decided to take on the project. That's when it started to really count as pre-production. But Peter already did pre-production before he already shopped Lord of the Rings around to Hollywood studios. He made a reel and everything when he tried to get a company to come on board for his movie. Yeah. But for my movie, we're doing 3 years of pre-production. 3 years of pre-production for my movie. So Sarah, that's like Peter Jackson, who prepped, and he ends up directing a masterpiece. He took his notes. Yeah, Peter, when you take your notes, you gotta study your notes too, man. Study your notes, study the script, go over the concept arts, how you look at some of the pictures of the concept arts, how you have a picture in your mind for the scene, and you gotta study your notes. He's okay, Ivan. He works hard. He studies the script. I'm gonna go over the script with him sometimes. You know what I'm saying? And he studies his notes, Guillermo studies his notes, and whenever production starts, they're all prepped, and they know what to do for all the scenes. Yeah. There, and they're prepped. And they make an amazing movie. Peter Jackson makes an amazing movie. Sarah, or Mel Gibson. Whatever I choose, right? Yeah. They make an amazing movie together. Yeah. Alright, Peter Jackson will really want more money for the World War. Yeah, he will. He's greedy, man. He wants a bigger chunk of that. He knows me and VJ, if we speak at any places, me and VJ are going to make, I don't know, our 8, 9, 10 million. So Peter wants a bigger piece of that. He wants like his 2.5, 3. He's greedy, but I'm not paying him any more money. He gets the equal amount with the actors. I'm already paying him way more than everyone else. He gets the equal amount with the actors, Peter Jackson. You're not getting more money, Peter. Stop being greedy, Sarah. You're not getting any more money, Peter. Stop being greedy. Yeah. Next week, I'm going to start going over my book. Because I'm getting my tax money. See, next month in May, end of this month or May, I'll be getting my tax money. So when I get my tax money, I'm going to put it in my drawer. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to start going over all of Volume 3. And once I go over all of Volume 3 and I'm done, I will search around for a proofreader. Try to get a deal for maybe $1,700 to $2,000. That's what I can afford, right? Yeah, because my younger brother already edited Volume 1 and Volume 2, they'd probably give me a deal for maybe $1,800, $2,000 at most, to proofread my book. Whereas designing my cover, I can pay for that with my own money. Designing your cover only costs maybe $200. That's cheap. It's the proofreading that's expensive, right? Yeah, that's expensive. Yeah, I feel a bit feverish, guys. A little bit. I don't feel feverish, but you know when you feel a bit of that, like, you feel a bit cold? Yeah. That's why I didn't work today, man. I wasn't feeling that good. I wouldn't have had the energy to work today, yeah. That's why I had to text my boss. My boss, I couldn't work. Yeah. I'm gonna take a nice hot shower after this when I upload my video, right? I didn't shower yet. Yeah. That's why Skies are will blow out of the water, guys. Be a better company than Hollywood. Yeah, man. Ivan, when do you think you'll be king? I don't know, 2033 maybe? 2032 I'm a king. Because all I have to do is just get my book, go over my book, volume 3, get it proofread, design my cover. My book is ready to release on Lulu. I enjoy myself for maybe 4 more years till 2029. And around 2029, I let the families know, okay, guys, I want to get this book self-published. But I know to be king, I know what I have to do to be king. I have to suffer the consequences to be king. But once I get over that, I get to be king, obviously. And VJ Cool with me, and I get to start Skies Entertainment. And so if I start Skies Entertainment in 2034, Xanus will get released in 2030, what, 2037? Yeah. Xanus will get released in like in the late 2030s. 2037 around there gets released. Xanus. Most likely, right, yeah. So let's say I'm king in 2033. That's 8 years from now. I'll be 41. Yeah, 8 years is not that long, man. 8 years goes by fast. Yeah, man. Yeah, my guess is 2031, 2032, 2033 around there on the king. Yeah, and after, once I get my money, I'll be starting Skies Entertainment a year after that. A year after that, the Xanus movie will be greenlit. And I would have chosen my director, Mel Gibson or Peter, and I work on the movie. Before you know it, 2037 hits, 2036 hits around there, and I film the movie. And the movie gets released maybe 2038. 2038 movie gets released around there, yeah. So, Sarah? So the Gray Escape will be getting released in the early 40s. Early 2040s, the Gray Escape will get released around there. Whereas the late 30s, Xanus will get released. The movie, most likely. Yeah. And that's why when you see Peter Jackson in Xanus compared to Lord of the Rings, you see a huge difference. Peter Jackson's a lot older than he was in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, he's a young dude. He's like 40. He had like black hair, and now he's older, Peter. You can tell he aged. Holy shit. Peter is so much older than he was in Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he's old. He's in his 70s now. Yeah. Peter Jackson will be like 70. Like when he directs Zane's, will be like in his mid-70s, like 75, around there. Peter, 76, 75 when he directs Zane. So he's older, so the work is a bit tougher for him now. He's still working really hard, but you can tell the work is a bit tougher for him. Like whereby now he might have to have a chair. So when he's tired, he's okay. Peter, do you want a chair? Whenever you get Peter, I can provide a chair for you. Whenever you get tired, you can just sit down and you direct while you sit on your chair. That way you're not stressed out. Because Peter's a lot older now than he was in Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings, he was a young guy. He was like 38, 39 when he directed Lord of the Rings. And now he's like 75. You're still good, right? But he's a lot old. My point is, Peter now is a lot older than he was before, right? And that's why there's a high chance after he does Zane's, he might retire. Because he made his $700 million, $700 million off Xanus. He never has to work again. He has two choices. Either he retires or he goes back to the Hollywood system. But he doesn't really need any more money. You know, Ivan, I might retire after I do a movie, Ivan. Like, I made so much money, I think I might just retire after this, Ivan. Just enjoy my life with my grandkids and my kids, Ivan. Yeah, Peter, I recommend you do that. Retire, you're 75, whatever it is. 74, 75. I recommend, Peter, you retire, enjoy your life for the next like 20, 25 years of your life before you pass away, man. You're getting old. Do you really want to be working in Hollywood when you're in your 80s, or would you rather just enjoy your retirement with your family, give your grandkids and your kids their wills, and enjoy your life, Peter? You're old, man. You should enjoy your life, man. You achieved your ultimate dream. You got to direct my amazing movie. You made so much money. I recommend you retire. But I might retire. You might tell me that, yeah. I might retire after Zane's, Ivan. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, Ivan. Yeah, I made more enough money. I don't need to go. I don't need to work in Hollywood, Ivan. You might tell me that, yeah. I made so much money off your movie, Ivan. Yeah, people tell me that. Yeah. Some Sarah. Will the work be tough for Mel? Yeah, Mel Gibson will be like 80 when he directs my movie, man. Yeah, he's 66 now. Yeah, Mel Gibson will be like about 80, 79. He's even older than Peter. He'll be like 80, 70. But Mel Gibson's in better shape than Peter because he actually works out. Whereas Peter Jackson doesn't work out. You know how he's bloated and fat? Yeah, he doesn't work out. Whereas Mel Gibson works out, he's in shape and everything. But it'll be like 80 when he directs my movie. That's why the work will be a bit tough for Mel too. Because Mel's like 80 years old now. He's older. But Mel's in good shape. He takes good care of himself, but he'll be older too. But Mel will be like 80 when he directs Xanus. He'll be old too. That's why he might retire after Xanus too, because he made a lot of money off my movie. Mel Gibson. You know, whoever I choose, right? Yeah. You think people will tell me Zane's will be better than Lord of the Rings? Yeah, it will be, man. Zane's will be a better movie trilogy than Lord of the Rings. Yeah. Trust me, guys, I wrote my book. If you adapt that kind of story to the screen where you have the huge exodus, you have the captured scene when Tacitus and Cassius are in, they're in Barak and they meet Eretad, the king of the, I thought I'm going to say the Massul king of the south. He sits on his throne and all the wolves are staring at them and they're laughing and everything. They're devils looking like that. Like you're looking at a brand movie with Lord of the Rings, a huge war in the end, the huge battle scenes in the caverns, the huge war in Volume 1 with Tacitus the First. The you know what I'm saying? The politics in Volume 2, the light behind the walls in Volume 1, and the plot, the big climaxes and plot those in Volume 3. The agony and everything. You're looking at a better movie trilogy than Lord of the Rings. People tell me, yeah, Ivan, your movie will top Lord of the Rings, Ivan. And don't forget, I am acting as Prince Tactius, the lead. I'm the lead of the movie, man. I'm Prince Tactius. On Prince Tactius. Yeah, man. Yeah. Well, Peter might cry when you offer him that contract. Yeah, he might. He might tear up. Because he's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're paying me a $1 billion deal, and you're giving me my freedom, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, Peter. He's like, thank you. Like, thank you, Ivan. I appreciate it. Yeah, he might tear up because for Lord of the Rings, he was a dirty slave. For Peter Jackson to make $2-3 million, he paid a price, man, to make that money, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Paid a price, man. Yeah, man. Whereas me, I'm not like that. I'm a clean businessman. I would never make an actor pay to make his money. It's against what I am. If I made an actor pay to make his money, I would hate myself for it. And I'd be disgusted with myself. Oh my god, I'm a fucking wicked, dirty person. Yeah. Yeah. Holy shit, man. Ivan's a good king, man. He has all this power, all this money. Him and VJ have all this power and all his money, and Ivan doesn't let his money corrupt him. No. I don't let my power and money corrupt who I am. Yes, I show people who's boss, obviously, but I don't let my money and my power corrupt who I am. Even when I have all those billions in my bank, I'm the same Ivan. I'm not going to make an actor pay to make his money. It's not who I am, man. I have my freedom with VJ. You get your freedom with me, too. I'll never make an actor pay to make his money. It's an evil thing to do, man. I would never do that, man. I don't want to be a dirty businessman. No way. There's nothing worse than actors knowing that you're they see you as a dirty businessman, man. No, man. I'm not going to have these actors pay to make their money. They get their freedom. Yeah, well, with me and VJ, I'm sorry. Again, I love the system. Yeah. Yeah. So last day of shooting, once the 3 volumes of Xanus, how long will it take you to film 3 volumes of Xanus? Probably maybe 9 months to a year. It took Peter Jackson a year to film Lord of the Rings. It'll probably take me about a year to film Lord of the Rings. A year to film Xanus. 9 months to a year. And then 3 years of pre-production, obviously. And then post-production will take a year to edit because I'm releasing all 3 movies at the same time. So if you want to release it in a box set, you have to edit all 3 volumes. Again, I want you guys to edit volume 1 first. And after that, you once volume 1 is edited, you send Amazon the file for volume 1. That way Amazon could begin preparing and burning all the footage onto the 4K Blu-ray disc. And after that, you work on volume 2. And when volume 2 is done, we send Amazon the file. And they send all the distribution centers the footage. That way they can burn it onto the 4K Blu-ray disc. And you work on volume 3. Then after volume 3 is done, that way Amazon has time. You give them time to prepare. Because you're looking at like I don't know, 800 million like 4K Blu-ray box sets sold, something crazy, man, around the world. But Amazon can handle it, like I showed you, right? Amazon can handle billion orders. Yeah. Whereas the theater chains can't handle billion people. That's why the theater thing doesn't work. Whereas Amazon can handle billion orders, 800 million orders, no problem. They have a huge infrastructure and distribution centers around the world. Yeah, they're a huge company. Amazon's a trillionaire, the second biggest company in the world, behind Apple, right? Apple's number 1, Amazon's second after Apple. Second biggest company in the world. We're the largest distribution company in the world. That's why they're a good company to partner with. But me and VJ get 8% of the profits. You guys get your 20%. That's how it works. That's the deal. He's Ivan, how you have a bigger chunk of that 80%? I'm like, no, Peter. You get $700 million of the film profits, and you get your $200 million for the game profits. and you're 200 million for the merch profits. I'm not paying more money for you. Stop being greedy, man. This is more than what you made for the Hobbit with the Rings. Stop being greedy, I'm saying. I'm just messing with you, man. That's a deal. This is more than what I made for the Hobbit with the Rings, Ivan. Yes, Peter. This is more than what I made for the Hobbit with the Rings. Why are you overpaying Peter? Because I know Peter's very powerful and big, obviously. He's a multi-millionaire. I know maybe you're going to make our billion or our 18 billion off all that. So it doesn't hurt to pay Peter a lot of money. That way he's happy. You keep him happy and he works hard for you. And I also want Peter to, I want to pay Peter so much money whereby after he does Xanus, he's set for life. He doesn't even have to work in Hollywood. He can just retire and enjoy his life with his family for the next 25 years. Yeah, and give his kid, and he can take care of his family. He can give his kids their and grandkids. He can give his kids and their grandkids their wills, their big wills, like a $10 million will or something like that. Yeah, he can take care of his family. Peter might retire. Peter might tell me, I think I'm gonna call it quits after this, man. I made more enough money out of the movie. I don't want to go back to Hollywood, man. I achieved my dream. I think I might just retire after this, Ivan. Enjoy my life. Yeah, Peter. I recommend don't go back to Hollywood, man. Just retire. Enjoy your life, Peter. You made so much money off this movie. Yeah. Some Sarah. Which he might do because he's getting old. Peter will be getting old. He'll be in his mid-70s, like 74, 73, 74, 75 when he directs the movie. He's a little older now, hence why he might retire. Yeah. Well, Ivan, what I want to say, the last day of shooting, will everyone be tearing up and everything? Yeah, man. The last day, remember when if you watch the documentary of Lord of the Rings, Elijah Wood's last day. Remember how you saw Peter Jackson? He was crying, and Elijah Wood was crying. Peter was crying. He told Elijah Wood, "Thank you, thank you, thank you." He was crying. The last day of shooting. The last day of shooting for Xanus will be very emotional, man, because the journey is over. Well, it's not really over yet. You have the world tour. Almost like we'll go world touring, and you have post-production, but the journey's pretty much over. Because shooting is now done. Now you just have post-production and the world tour if I go world touring. And I ended off the red carpet event, and that's it. And the journey ends. And you have the game, too. Well, the actors might be working on the game. Maybe start of second year. The actors are probably going to be working on the game third year. So while they're doing a lot of work, while they're doing their table reads and their tackle training, they're also going to be doing their game work in my studio in Vancouver, most likely third year. They have to do the work. I have to fly some of the actors in. The actors who are staying in Vancouver have to do their game work, yeah. But once the last day of shooting will be very emotional for everyone. A lot of crew will be crying, saying, "Oh my God," the actors like, "Ivan, it's done." I'm like, "Yeah, it's done, man." And everyone says their goodbyes. They give each other hugs and everything. And like Peter might cry, "Ivan, man, thank you, man. Ivan, man, can I direct your next movie?" I'm like, "Peter, no, man, you're not good for the Great Escapes, I'm sorry." And he might tear up. He's like, "Ivan, thank you, man. I had the best time of my life, man. Thank you for saving me. Thank you for giving me my freedom and getting me out of Hollywood. This man paid me whatever money what I ever made for in Hollywood." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like fuck Bob Shane and Michael Lynn. Those guys owe me money. They pay me shitty money compared to how much money you paid me. You gave it out in the budget. Thank you, Ivan. He tears up and Peter gives me this big hug. Yeah. Fran, everyone, all the Hollywood actors are giving each other's hugs. They're giving me VJ hugs. It's crazy. The crewmen giving each other hugs because they're all part of the Xanus family, man. Yeah, it's gonna be sad last day, man. Last day of shooting, man. It's going to be very sad. It's not over yet because you have the world tour. Because I'm most likely I'm going to go world tour. You have the world tour, and you have Peter will be watching. So Peter, even though Peter will be a bit sad, the journey is not over for Peter. Peter still has post production. He'll be watching post-production in Vancouver with me and VJ. But will you be a part of post-production? I will, but I don't want too much of the stuff being spoiled. I'll have Peter and Guillermo del Toro handle that. Peter, do you mind watching? I don't mind. I don't mind. Peter said, I want to be a part of post-production. I want to supervise and make sure everything is good, Ivan. Yeah, Ivan, I can get paid for that. I'm like, Peter, I pay you your 10 million post-running bonus. Yeah, if you pay my 10 million bonus, yeah, Peter. Your 10 million post-running bonus covers your work for post-production. You're not even doing any work for post-production. You're just watching. But you need Peter there because he's your director, right? He has to watch, and Guillermo del Toro will be watching too. Yeah. Some Sarah? What about Fran? No, Fran, you can have her, you can send her home. She can spend time with her kids, obviously, in New Zealand. But Peter has to watch post-production for, I don't know, like a year. He's going to be in Vancouver for like a year. Watching post-production. What I can do is I can send him home to spend time with his family for maybe a week. Or you can fly his kids and grandkids to Vancouver to say hi to him. They can stay there for maybe a few days with Peter. That way Peter's not stressed out. Peter, I'll have your grandkids and your kids flown to Vancouver. That way you can see them and you have a good time with them. That way you're not stressed out. It's not fun being with your family, right? You don't want Peter to be away from his family for a long time. You have Peter spend time with his grandkids. He has grandkids now. It's crazy, huh? His kids were little kids in Lord of the Rings, and now he has grandkids. It's crazy how time flies by. When I did Lord of the Rings, my kids were like 4, 5, 6 years old, and now I have grandkids. He has grandkids, yeah. Peter has grandkids now. By the time I do Peter film Zane, so I'll have grandkids, man. His kids are gonna have kids by then, yeah. Yeah, he has grandkids now, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. But the end of shooting is pretty much the end of the journey. But if I go world touring, it's not the end. You have the world tour, and you have post-production. Peter will be watching post-production. Whereas the Hollywood actors are not going to be a part of post-production. Once the world tour is over with, the Hollywood actors are now flown back home, and now the Hollywood companies will be throwing them a lot of offers, and they're going to be accepting offers for the Hollywood movies, obviously. While Peter will be working on post-production for Xanus. He'll be with Guillermo del Toro in Vancouver, watching in the building, overseeing all the consulting and overseeing. You need Peter there, he's your director, and Peter has to watch the rough cut of the movie too, to let me know if he wants to do additional shoots, pickup shoots. The chances are we won't do pickup shoots because the movie will be good. We don't have to do the pickup shoots. The movie's good, man. I don't want you spending any more of your money, man. You already spent $2 million of your money. This movie is amazing. We don't have to do pickup shoots. It's good, Ivan. It's just as good as Lord of the Rings, if not better. It's better than Lord of the Rings. You might tell me that. Peter, don't tell me if it's better than Lord of the Rings. I'll find it for myself. No, Ivan, the movie's good, man. It's good, man. We don't have to do pickup shoots, Ivan. Okay, I trust you, Peter. No, Ivan, you have to trust me. It's good. It's a good movie, man. It's an amazing movie. Peter has to watch the rough cut of the movie, yeah. With Guillermo del Toro. Whereas I'm not watching it. I don't want the movie. I don't want to spoil the movie for myself. Yeah, Peter, I'm not going to watch it. VJ's not going to want to watch it. I don't want to watch it, Peter. VJ's not going to want to watch it. I don't want to spoil the surprise for myself, but you have to watch it, Peter. Yeah, I have to watch it. Yeah, Peter, you have to watch the rough cut. And he watches the rough cut. Yeah, you have no idea how cool it is seeing the movie, man. I saw the clips. Holy shit, man. Holy fucking shit. Yeah, it's fucking cool seeing the movie, man. Yeah, people tell me that, yeah. And VJ, right? Yeah. It's wonder. It's glory, Ivan. Yeah, it's glory. Unheard of glory. Holy shit, Ivan. Yeah. It's glory. Yeah, glory, my son. The amazing word of God. Yeah. So how long will it take post-production? Probably a year. Yeah, Peter, you have to. I'm gonna ask him, hey guys, how long will it take for you to edit the footage of all 3 volumes? I don't want to rush you guys. Take your time. Don't rush them. let them do their thing. Let them take their time. I don't want you to rush them and we get cheesy stuff in the movie. No, even if it takes them a year and like 2 months, let them do their thing. Don't rush them. Be okay, Ivan. Oh yeah, Ivan. It'll take us a year to edit this. Okay, and you let Birds of Dark Resort know that once the file is edited, you have to let Amazon know how we send the file. Obviously, and you let Birds of Dark Resort know. Okay, post-production will end in a good year. Okay, we can have the Red Card event take place a good maybe 2 months after post-production in Switzerland. For the event, for the Red Card event, the world release premiere of the movie. So my premiere is the release of the movie on Amazon. That's my premiere. I'm not doing any screenings for my movie. Peter, I don't want to do any screenings with the crewmen and all that stuff. No, like the premiere is we just host the Red Card, we do the Red Card event. And the premiere is the worldwide release of my movie on Amazon on my website. That's the premiere for my movie. I'm not doing any screenings for my movie. Yeah, I'd rather have the movie arrive and I'll watch my family. Yeah, Peter, I'd rather watch it at home than watch it with all these people at the theaters. Nah, I'd rather watch it at home with VJs, sir. Yeah. And once the Red Card event happens, and the 2-day party happens, the journey is officially over. And that's when everyone will say their goodbyes again. And that's when everyone's going to beg because they know the journey is actually over now. Yeah. And the Hollywood actors would have already had offers thrown at them in Hollywood. But even then, they're still begging. Yeah, their hope is hopefully I can be in Ivan's next movie. That's their hope. Yeah. They'd rather work for me than work in Hollywood. I told you, you're not good with the race of Keanu Reeves. I'm not going to be signed you, Sarah. Value one, you're not good for the grace of Keanu Reeves. I'm not going to do that, I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, even though Hollywood threw us a lot of offers and we're making more money, once the journey's over with, Ivan and Vij are going to move on to their next movie, and they're the main event, trending and everything, and that Secret Agent will be the main event. And our movies are the fucking side attention. Fuck, man, we're left behind in Hollywood. Yeah, they know that. That's why they're begging hard. Why are we so bad? John Boyega, Von Joe J. You know what I'm saying? Timothy Chalamet, if I choose him, right? Don Cheadle, Russell Crowe, Vigo, or if I choose Carl Urban, Jimmy Wansu, Andy Serkis are begging hard, man. But they're not good for the next movie. I'm sorry. Yeah. Some of them might cry, oh yeah. Even Peter Jackson might cry, oh, Ivan, please. Look, I'm not kidding around. Please, man, can I be in the next movie? I want to recognize the movie. Ivan, please, I don't want to go back to Hollywood. I'm like, Peter, you don't have to go back to Hollywood. Just retire. You know, Ivan, you got a point there. I should retire. Yeah, Peter, why would you go back to Hollywood? You made more than money from my movie. Just retire, Peter. And enjoy life with your family. He's like, yeah, you got a good point, Ivan. But I don't want to be left behind, Ivan. I want to be in the next movie. I'm like, Peter, you're not good in that movie. And you're getting old, man. I don't know. Peter will be like 70, like 6, 75. You're getting old, Peter. I recommend you retire and enjoy your life with your family. If Hollywood offers you jobs, just turn it down and retire, Peter. Retire from directing. You made your $1.4 billion on my movie. Just retire, Peter. Yeah, I might retire. Yeah, retire and spend time with your family, Peter. Come on. Samsara? Yeah. But Hollywood might be throwing Peter a lot of offers in Hollywood, like $100 million deals. It's tough for Peter to pass it up. But Peter, you don't want to do a thing where you're working when you're in your 80s when you could be spending time with your family, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. In my opinion, once you hit 80, as a director, you should, even once you hit like 77, 76, as a director, you should just retire and just enjoy your life with your family, man. There's nothing worse than constantly working in your 80s in Hollywood. You barely have time to spend time with your family. Before you know it, you hit 95 and you didn't have time. You've been working all the time. You made all that money, but you didn't really have time to spend that money and enjoy your life. And you pass away. You see what I'm saying? That's why, yeah. Obviously, Peter might retire though after Xanus because he's now getting older, and he wants to. Peter, I recommend just retire and spend time with your family, man. Peter, I'm saying you made more than money off my movie, yeah. So I'm saying. Peter will beg alive, man. I want to direct that secret agent movie. I'm like, Peter, you're not good for the movie, man. You're not a secret agent director. You're good for fantasy, but you're not good for that, Peter. No, Peter. And you cost me too much money. You're too fucking expensive. Yeah. I don't mind working on a movie for a bit less, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to have you be in the Great Escape. You're not good for the Great Escape. And you're too fucking expensive. You're a greedy pig, man. Damn it. Yeah, I'm nice enough to pay you all this money for Zanes. I'm not willing to pay you that for the Great Escape. You're crazy, man. I even know I'll take a pay cut. I'm like, Peter, you're not good for the Great Escape of Keanu Reeves. I'm not gonna have you be in the Great Escape. You were good for Zanes, you're not good for those movies, I'm sorry. You're gonna go back to Hollywood, left behind, or you get reserved. Yeah, there you go. So Sarah? So some of the hard actors might cry, yeah, man, they might cry. Will it get you a little bit? Yeah, it will, obviously, because some of them might be crying tears like, Ivan, VJ, please, man, like, please, and I see tears flowing down their eyes. I'm like, holy shit, man. I'm like, guys, man, this is not fair, man. I'm like, what do you mean it's not fair? You're trying to appeal to sympathy and then pity to get me to resign, man. It's not fair, guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to tear up and have me to have sympathy for me, man, guys. That's not fair. Don't do this to me, man. It's not fair, man. I'm still not going to resign. I'm not going to do that, man. No way. You can cry all you want, man. You're not going to be movie, okay? Okay, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of them might cry, man. And it might get to me a little bit. Like, Ivan, VJ, please. Peter might cry too. Ivan, VJ, please, man. He's crying. He's like, please, I don't want to be left behind, Ivan. Ivan, I don't want to go back to Hollywood. I want to work for you for the rest of my life. I'm like, Peter, just retire. Don't even go back to Hollywood. I'm not going to be signing for the Great Escape. You're not going to be movie, Peter. I'm sorry. John Boyega might cry. G1 Sue might cry. Idris Elba might cry. Yvonne Jojo might cry. Yeah, they're crying. Like, Ivan, VJ, please. I want to be saved. I don't want to be left behind because they know when they go back to Hollywood, they're going to be left behind. And by the time I do the red carpet event, chances are all those Hollywood actors would have already accepted some deals in Hollywood. And they're getting paid more money, but even then they're begging because they know I can pay them more. My companies are in Hollywood, and they know they're going to be left behind when they go back to Hollywood, man. Yeah, they're also going to go back to the Hollywood system. I got them out of the Hollywood system, now they're going to go back to the Hollywood system, yeah. And they know their movies are a side attention. Their career feels worthless. It's not worthless, but it feels worthless. And that's why they're going to be begging me to resign. It's crazy. That's why VJ made that Baron Knee song. Yeah. It's crazy. It's crazy. Even the crewmen, yeah. Everyone would begging. Even the crewmen are begging. They're all calling with me and VJ, Ivan, can you resign us? I'm like, no, man, you guys are not good for the Great Escape. You guys are fantasy crewmen. You're not good. The Lord of the Rings Hobbit crewmen are good for Xanus, but they're not good for the Great Escape, man. I'm not gonna have the same crewmen in my movie. You're not good for the Great Escape, Samsara. And I only need like 400, 500 crewmen for the Great Escape. I don't need all you guys. Yeah, for the Great Escape is a smaller movie. I don't need like 450, 500 crewmen for the Great Escape. 500 crewmen, yeah. Samsara? Yeah. Well, you and VJ do after the Carver event. Me and VJ are gonna fly back home to Vancouver. We enjoy ourselves in Vancouver. We wait until the movie arrives in the mail. The movie will arrive maybe a good week and a half after the release. Yeah, I know, a good week and a half, the movie arrives in the mail. I'm like, VJ, the movie arrived in the mail. It arrived in the mail, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, you ready to watch it? Yeah, Ivan, let's watch it. We get like food. I'll get like Wendy's. Yeah, I get like Wendy's. She gets, I don't know, or Mexican food. Yeah. I get my beer, and I go in the private IMAX room. I put the 4K Blu-ray disc in my 4K Blu-ray player. It's connected to my IMAX projector, right? And I watch the movie in IMAX. And in my IMAX private home theater, yeah. Obviously. And we'll be watching it over and over again. You guys will be watching the movie over and over again, man. My Zanes will be over and over again. It's so good. It's so cool seeing Iron Region movie. Yeah, you'll be watching it over and over again. It's glory, man. Yeah. Yeah. And the Hollywood actors agents will be bothering me. Ivan, Peter didn't get his check yet. I'm like, guys, I did not get paid yet. When I get paid, the actors and Peter will get their check. Yeah. They're going to be bothering me, yeah. Peter agent calls me, Ivan, Peter didn't get his $700 million yet. I'm like, guys, I didn't get paid yet. And all the Hollywood actors and agents are bothering me, VJ, yeah. Yeah. My members of my team like, Ivan, did you get your check yet? No, I didn't get my check yet. Guys, when I get my check, I promise you'll get your money, man. I'm a man of my word. You sign a contract, you're entitled to you're gonna get your money. When we VJ get our check, our big I don't know, our $6.8 billion huge check, whatever it is, $7 billion check, you guys get your money. Sincere. Peter gets the 700. The actors get their millions that are owed to them, yeah. They get their money. Yeah. How long of a break will you take before you start the Great Escape? Me and VJ can take a good 6 to 8 months off. Around there. 8 months off. 6 to 8 months off. Hey, VJ, let's enjoy ourselves for 6 to 8 months. We chill in Vancouver. We enjoy ourselves in our nice house. We do things in Vancouver. We go on a vacation a few times. We enjoy ourselves for a good, like, just relax. We worked hard for like 4 years. Let's just relax, take a vacation. I'm saying that's trending, by the way. And yeah. And then we get ready for the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves, or Tom Cruise, right? The movie, yeah. I'm like, yeah, VJ, for the Great Escape, it's way less work. We don't have to work. We don't have to film for 1 year ever again. The Great Escape, we're only going to film for maybe 3.5 months and we're done. And you're only looking at 2 years of pre-production for the Great Escape. 2 years. The Great Escape will go by much faster. Like, and I don't have to write the script for the Great Escape. I'll have Jonathan Nolan and David S. Goyer write the script for that. They're my two chosen writers for the Great Escape. Jonathan Nolan and David S. Goyer for the Great Escape. And they're gonna write the script. But me and VJ will consult for the script. We'll give them ideas of the story, and they write the script. Obviously. Samsara? Yeah. For the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. Or Tom Cruise, right? No, the hard actor's like, fuck, man, I had a blast, man. Working on ISO, man. Those 5 years went by fast, yeah. And now we're back in the Hollywood system, working in Hollywood. We're making more money, but man, our movies aside attention. Now Ivan's doing the Great Escape. And all the Xanus stars are going to see me and VJ trending on us, and they see the trailers of us working on the Great Escape. I remember with the beginning of the journey of Xanus, and now Ivan's moved on to his next movie. Yeah, the Great Escape with Keanu Reeves. You know. They're all gonna flick shit. Yeah. Yeah, we were saved and now we're fucking left behind, and now Keanu Reeves and all them are fucking saved. Yeah, now the actors now have that shitty feeling of feeling left behind again. They're not saved anymore. They're left behind. Yeah, it's actually funny. They're left behind, yeah. In Hollywood, right? Yeah, man. Are you more excited for the Great Escape or Xanus? I'm more excited for Xanus, but the Great Escape, it's cooler. The Great Escape is less work. So I'm more relieved working on the Great Escape. It's less work, obviously. I don't have to write the script. Obviously, I don't have to film for 1 year. I only have to film for maybe 3.5 months. And it's done, obviously. That's why the Great Escape, even though those Great Escape actors are lucky, it's going to go by fast. Like, we do 2 years of pre-production, and we film for 3.5 months, and then the journey's over with. And we might go world touring for maybe 2 months, whatever it is. And after we go world touring, we do post-production for maybe 4 months. 5 months, whatever it is. 4.5 months. I ended off with a red card event in Italy, and the journey ends. Who wants the romance story? That's why all the Great Escape actors are also going to beg too, but they're not good for the romance story. Yeah, it's crazy. They're all begging. Yeah, but I'm more excited for Xanus as I am the Great Escape. Xanus is a better story than the Great Escape. Everything, them are devils and everything. Are you kidding me? And Xanus is my first movie. But it's more work. Xanus is more work for me, BJ. It's more work, obviously. Yeah. But it's fucking cool being a secret agent, man. Like James Bond. Yeah, me and Vij are gonna be secret agents like James Bond, man. Or like Tom Cruise as Ethan Hawke in Mission Impossible. Yeah, like or Jason Bourne Matt Damon and Jason Bourne were badass fighters. Yeah, that's a sick movie. And we're finally in the modern times speaking modern English. We don't have to hire a dialect coach to train us in old English style speech. Me and Vijay are speaking in the way we speak now. Our American Canadian accent. Well, American and Canadians pretty much sound the same, right? Depends where the person's from, obviously. Yeah, obviously. Like people down south in the States don't sound like Canadians. Just like people out east, people out west in Canada have a stronger Canadian accent. Like, how you doing there, bud? No, I'm saying, but most Canadians and Americans sound pretty similar. Like Keanu Reeves and Ryan Gosling and Stephen Amell and Hayden Christensen, those guys are all Canadian. You can't tell them apart if they're American or Canadian, right? Canadians and Americans pretty much sound the same, pretty much. It just depends, but sometimes you can catch the difference depending where they're from, obviously. Like down south and out west in Canada. You know what I'm saying? Like Robert has a hardcore southern accent. I'm so excited to play this game. Like obviously you see a distinction, obviously, with the people down south. But VJ doesn't have a strong VJ sound like if I went to America, no one would know I'm Canadian. They wouldn't tell the difference. If VJ came up to America, came up to Canada, people would think she's Canadian. No one would think she's American because you can't really tell them apart. Depending where the person's from, obviously, in certain areas in both countries, right? That's my point. Yeah. Yeah. Almost on here, guys. I went a bit over time. Yeah. Well, some people like The Great Escape better than Xanus. No. Xanus will be my best movie of my 5 movies. And I think The Great Escape will be second, or the Western Gangster movie might be the second best one. That's going to be a sick movie, too. My idea is you have like a Western world, but you have all these gangs. Yeah, it's a sick movie with Leonardo DiCaprio and Shia LaBeouf. That's a sick movie. But that's like 20, I don't know, like 3-4 years from now. It's a long time from now, man. Yeah. It's a long time. Even longer than that. Yeah, the Western Gas movie is a long time from now, man. I'm not going to focus on that right now, right? Yeah. Yeah. Will The Great Escape be the more entertaining movie? in terms of action, yes. But Xanus will also be entertaining too, because every 10 of them are demons and devils. That's why you're hooked watching it. So it's like you can argue both are entertaining. Xanus will be very entertaining too, because every 10 of them are devils, man. Hence why when you see the demonic beings, you're hooked. Like, holy shit, please don't die. But in terms of action, The Great Escape will be more entertaining, because The Great Escape, you have like 2 hours of non-stop action. Where Xanus, you have a lot of action, but it's not like 2 hours of non-stop action. You have build-ups, and it leads to the action, Samsara. But because everything them are devils and demons, will also be entertaining too, because you're hooked. Because everything them are devils and demons, man. In the movie. They're walking devils and demons. And The Great Escape, you have creepy hitmen with masks coming after us. So tell Jonathan Nolan, okay, I want a criminal organization. Okay, is it dark, Ivan? Yeah, make it dark. It's a rated R movie. Make it dark. It's a criminal organization. Ben Affleck is the big boss of the movie. Or Denzel Washington or Rob Angeli, whoever I choose, right? And you have Keanu Reeves, who's one of the bosses. He's one of the main villains. You have Scarlett Johansson. Or Tom Cruise or whoever I choose, right? And then what? So Ivan, how do you want the movie to start? Okay, the movie starts off. You tell me, I want the movie to start off with a couple. There's a couple in Italy. They're on the run from the criminal organization. And they get killed. So they find out it's dirty, and they end up trying to escape, but they end up getting killed. And that introduces that, and that way you introduce what kind of criminal organization you're dealing with. Anyone who tries to escape, nobody gets out. And after that, it transfers to New York, and you get the credits of a high shot of New York, and you get the credits, obviously, and you end it off with the music, and you end off with The Great Escape. You're creative, yes I am. And after that, it transfers immediately to me. And I'm not going to tell them every scene by scene, but I give them ideas. It transfers to me and VJ. We're in this employment center, and I'm frustrated because we've been trying to look for jobs for over like a month and a half. We can't find jobs. And I'm frustrated. And the secretary is like, "Sir, calm down." I'm like, "No, I will not calm down. I've been trying to look for jobs for a month and a half. And you guys don't do shit." You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Holy shit, you're creative, yes. And he's like, "It's okay, honey." And I'm all frustrated, yeah. And I want a sad theme like Company Men with Ben Affleck. Remember the movie Company Men, guys, with Ben Affleck that came out like 2011? Ben Affleck gets fired, and he can't find jobs. He gets kicked out of his house, and he ends up working with Kevin Costner, his brother, in the movie. Yeah, that was not a bad movie. I have it on DVD. I had it on DVD. I think the folks broke it. Yeah, I had it on DVD. It was not bad. It was not a bad movie. So you want a sad theme? Yeah, have this sad theme. That way you tell an amazing story. Holy shit, Jonathan Nolan and David as well. Like, holy shit, you're fucking creative. Yes, I am. So if you have a sad theme, yes, you have this sad theme like Company Men. So a good like 30 minutes of the movie, you get this sad theme of me and Vijay. We can't find jobs. Obviously, and eventually Paul Bettany recruits us, and you have this hope and we're in, and we train the company. So you have this innocent couple who can't find jobs. You get the sad theme. They end up getting the deal of a lifetime. They get a job, and then for a big secret agent company, and they don't know it's a criminal organization, and nobody escapes, and they're the lucky couple who fucking escape, man. It's a fucking amazing story, man. Jonathan Nolan, they were like, holy shit, Ivan, you're great. That sounds like a masterpiece. Yeah, I want you guys to write an amazing script, just as good as The Dark Knight. Okay, Ivan. And they write an amazing script, and The Great Escape ends up being an amazing movie. How long do you want a movie to be, Ivan? Make it a good 4-hour movie. That way you really tell the story. You want to give Keanu Reeves and Matt Damon all these guys a lot of scenes. You gotta have a long movie. Make it a 4-hour movie. Okay, Ivan, so like a 150-page script? Yeah, a 150, 160-page script for The Great Escape. I'm not writing it, guys. You guys have to write it, but I'll consult and give some ideas here and there, but you guys have to write it. I'm not writing it, Sarah. Then once the script is done, and I've chosen my actors, I don't know, I choose Keanu Reeves. You fly in Keanu Reeves, you fly in Ben Affleck, you fly in Scarlett Johansson and Matt Damon and all them, and they sign their contracts. Yeah, and you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's how it works for the movie, for the Grayscape movies. I'm sorry. I'm talking to you, all you Hollywood actors for the Great Escape. You can bail you want after the Great Escape. You're not good for the next movie. I'm not going to be sorry for the next movie. You're going to go back to Hollywood. This is me like that. You deserve, man. They're also going to beg too. I know all you actors are going to beg for all movies. You can bail you want, you can cry and shed a tear. You're not good for the next movie. I'm not going to sign you. You're going to go back. You're going to go back to Hollywood and be like, you deserve. I'm saying, no, I'm saying, yeah. Because I know they're all going to beg. I'm like, look, man, you can bail you want, man. And even cry. Oh, Ivan, please, man. Please, look, man, your pity game's not going to work with me, man. You can cry all you want. You're not going to this movie. I'm not going to have the same accent as movie, guys. Are you crazy? Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why Scott's will blow out of the water. Yeah, Xanus will be a masterpiece. And the Grace will be an amazing movie, too. Anyways, guys, I talked for an hour and 20 minutes. That's good enough. I want to go for tired. I'm fucking tired. I'm going to take a nice hot shower after this. This is Zyve the Mayor. Hope you guys enjoy this show. Stay tuned. I'll make a video tomorrow. Zyve the Mayor, I'm signing off. Please, hope you guys enjoy this second video I made for you today. Peace out, guys.